Hello warriors, ready to work on transitioning back to school? We're going to use my friend Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat is a character from a book series by James Dean. He's the illustrator, and Eric Liquin. And Pete is resilient and sassy and funny and a good friend. So he's very popular in elementary school. And if your child is new to school, then he may have never heard of Pete. There's actually an Amazon Prime cartoon for Pete the Cat, but if you haven't heard of Pete the Cat, he's definitely someone your kids are gonna get to know and love. So, Pete the Cat is a great story in the beginning of teaching transitions because he ends up having unexpected events in this first story, I Love My White Shoes. So Pete gets some brand new white shoes. I'm not going to read the story to you. There's links below on the story and the song that goes with the story. But he's got these great white shoes that he loves, and then unexpected things happen. So he sings the song. There's a link below. He steps in some strawberries. His shoes turn red. He steps into 3 more things, and things happen to his shoes. Okay, so let's talk about real life here. If things happen that we don't expect, we can either roll with it or we can totally fall apart and have a meltdown. And that's what happens a lot in the world of autism, or high functioning autism, or developmental delays, or communication disorders, anxiety. So if you have a kiddo who needs to learn how to deal with things like this book is amazing because it comes with this song. There's a song that goes with it. There are tons of YouTube videos already connected to it on a wonderful website that I have linked below called Pre-K Autism. She's already created storyboards for you that you can print out and use with your kiddo and retell the story. You can use vocabulary from this story on fruits, vegetables, colors, clothing. So you can teach vocabulary and skills, but you can also teach resilience in that Pete doesn't cry. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. So this is a great introduction to things change, but it's okay. So how I would use this book is Monday. I would show the YouTube clip or video and read the story. So you're reading the story along with the YouTube clip. So if your kid's a media kid anyway, a lot of our kids are already familiar and comfortable with YouTube, then you've already got your in to paying attention to the story because they see YouTube. You might have to manipulate things a little bit, like first YouTube, then your favorite ABC video, but Monday, read the story, the paper story, with the YouTube video. Tuesday, read the paper story with the YouTube video. Wednesday, start talking about colors or food. Maybe you're trying the foods that they mention in the story. We actually do that in my classroom, and we'll eat strawberries, blueberries, drink water, and chocolate for the mud or pudding for the mud in the story. That's one thing you can try. So if you have a kid who's a picky eater, maybe they just touch it, smell it, it's on their plate. Sometimes I'm just happy if a kid has the food in front of them that they don't want. That's a whole nother video series. And then on Thursday and Friday, I would attempt to read the story with just the paper and the song. And it's got repeatable text. So every time Pete the Cat steps in something, it always says, did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. And the song is the same except for one word. So I love my red shoes, I love my blue shoes, I love my brown shoes, I love my wet shoes. When he walks along, it's the same verbiage. So what you've got going on here is repeatable text, which helps kids learn how to read and helps kids learn language. And then the song that goes with it, and easy pictures. It's just very inviting. It's a very inviting story. There's also links below to Pete the Cat stuffed animals and visual supports that you can use to read this story. And I'm going to go ahead and make you a PDF calendar of like just a weekly calendar. Like I menu plan, or I plan, I have like a calendar on the on the refrigerator of all the activities that the boys and I have going on in the week, so we know where everybody is and what everybody is doing. So our kids like calendars too, so you can even write a calendar for yourself or for the story. So I've included one below for you, so you can go ahead and read this story to your kiddos and set the stage for transitioning. So go ahead and make sure you catch our next video, subscribe, or make sure you put on the notifications, or go ahead and at the end of this video, click on the next video in this series so that you could see how the next stage of learning happens to build in the transitions. But definitely when things unexpected happen in your life from now on, once you read this book, did Pete cry? Goodness no. So it's raining when it's playground time. Did Vita cry? Goodness no. She kept walking along and singing her song. Here are our alternatives. Because learning how to change a plan or transition or accept, no, you can't have this right now, or wait, no, you can't have this now, but you can have it later. We know, huge critical skill for our kiddos, and can actually take years to learn. I'm still working on these skills with one of my students, and she's 7. I'm honestly still working on accepting no myself some days. So, something we can all work on. Thanks so much for listening today, my Autism Warriors. We're going to keep working together and use Pete the Cat to transition to back to school.